Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're ranking the top 10 best budget cards in NBA 2K25 My Team right now. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's start off with number 10, which is going to be, and I do have to clarify, when I say budget card, I am considering pretty much under 50 to 60K. One card on this list is about 70. But my opinion on budget might be slightly different than others. I just don't think, I mean, I could make a list of all cards under 25K. Wouldn't be as good of a list. Now, some of these cards are, for example, Stephon Castle is a card you get for pretty cheap. He's also the only point guard on this list. There really just aren't great budget point cards in my team right now. Now, there's a couple really good options that are more expensive than this list, like an Alex Caruso who's not on the list because he's too expensive, but very, very good card who's about 100K. But I mean, Stephon Castle gives you a 6-7 point guard. He's very good defensively, solid slasher, can hit an open three ball with consistency, and he's got good speed. He's got size, defense, and he's going to hit an open shot, dunk the ball occasionally. Doesn't give you a ton off the dribble shot creation or anything like that, and he is the only point guard on this list, but I do think he's a very solid card. He plays good defense, and his size is valuable. Definitely not a Stephon Castle hater by any means. Number 9 is going to be Matt Barnes. Shout out to DBG. Matt Barnes is, he found out about this card, and he was correct. This card is awesome. Great jump shot. Really, really good defender as well. He's just a pure 3-and-D. A lot of good 3-and-D shooting guards, especially at that pink diamond tier. He is the best of that budget group, though. Guys like Danny Green, Doug Christie, guys like that are also very good, but they're not quite on this list, whereas Matt Barnes, I think, does earn himself a spot. Really, really good card. Also has, like I said, an incredible release and a little bit of movement. Pro dribble style, Dame escape. Could be worse. Number 8 is going to be OG Anunoby. And I think OG Anunoby is honestly pretty, like, I feel like just overlooked at this point. He's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's just a pure 3-and-D. Look, the jump shot isn't insane, but it's good. He's got 93 speed. He's got 95 driving dunk. Defensively, he's great. His badges are really well rounded. He's got great shooting badges, releases on very quick. Pro dribble style, runs and escape. Like, you could make an argument for this card to be higher than where he is on the list, in all honesty. He's a very good card. Definitely one of those guys who I think gets very overlooked at this point out of all the good shooting guard options. But like I said, there are a lot of good shooting guards. So OG Anunoby is one of the good options for sure. Big fan of the card in my team. Number 7, going with another shooting, or no, I'm sorry, not another shooting guard right here. Nikola Vucevic, who's, speaking of overlooked cards, this is an overlooked card. Get him for less than 45,000 MT, 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan, 84 speed, 94 three ball, 90 standing, and 85 driving dunk. Defensively, look, I get he's not insane, but he does have off brick wall, box up, he's post lockdown, paint patroller, and rebound chaser. The speed isn't insane, but the jumper is elite. Half deadeye, limitless, and set shots, and an elite level jump shot. Has a bunch of good post up badges, including posterizer and rise up as well. I understand he's not the most athletic card in the world, but he does have a good wingspan at 7'4". He's really good at the power forward position. I think this card is extremely slept on and a very solid card that nobody talks about. For his price point, he is a great option at number 7. Number 6 is going to be Gerald Wallace. A little bit undersized at the 3 at only 6'7", but he does have a 6'10" wingspan. He's extremely fast, elite defensively in terms of the versatility and the stats, and 95 driving dunk, 93. Really, really good card all the way around, and he's an extremely high level finisher as well. Just a really solid card who does a lot of things really, really well. Can definitely compete at a very high level at the small forward position, and I like his jump shot a lot too. He doesn't have the best movement, but he's extremely athletic, which is nice. You don't always need good sigs to get downhill with a guy who's an elite athlete, and I think he's another great card. Number 5 is going to be Shane Battier. I think he is really, like I said, another shooting guard. OG Anunoby, Shane Battier, Matt Barnes. There's some other really good guys you could suggest as well who aren't going to be on this list, but Battier is basically an inch taller OG Anunoby to me. I think he's like a little bit better defensively, mainly because that size. Also got 95 driving dunk, also has elite shooting badges, and I love his jumper too. This Roby based Luke Kennard up around very quick as cash money, has half posterizer. I just think he is a better OG Anunoby. They're very similar cards. They provide very similar skill sets on the court, and I think Battier, in my personal opinion, is the overall slightly better card. So for me, Shane Battier gets himself a spot here on the list at number 5. Definitely a card that I am a big fan of. Really enjoyed my gameplay I did with him a couple days ago as well. Number 4, Kel'el Ware. This card is, you know what? He's actually 3. I'll come back to Kel'el Ware. Keep that in mind. He is number 3. We'll come back to him. I think Jonathan Bender, I want to put him top 3. The reason that he's not top 3 is because as a base card, his badges are not that insane. Doesn't have on-ball menace, pick dodger, paint patroller. Think some of those badges. Doesn't have Hoff Deadeye or Limitless. Like there's some badges missing that you'd really like to see on a small forward. The thing that I love about this card is despite his stats not jumping off the page at you as mid to high 90s, like everybody else in this list, number 1, he's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan at small forward. You can't teach size. The switch ability that provides is extremely valuable, first and foremost, and that is absolutely worth keeping in mind. But the other thing about this Bender card is his jump shot is absolutely cash money in a way I think few jumpers in my team are. Montrezl Harrell based Trae Young upper is incredible. He can shoot over people at the small forward position, kind of like Wemby can shoot over people at the center position. He is just a glitchy, hard to stop option from the 3-point line, and his size defensively, the switchability that provides, and honestly the mismatch that can create offensively at times as well is extremely valuable. I love the card. If he's fully badged, he could be argued as anything, I mean, the second best card in this list, to be honest. As a base card, not quite there, but I still have a number 4. Number 3, Kel'el Ware, like I said, just provides you a legit 7-footer with a money jump shot who's got a great wingspan, speed, defense, dunking, and a 3-ball. I understand it's only an 88 interior. I don't think it's that big of a deal with Hoff Paint Patroller, Pogo, Post Lockdown, Rebound Chaser. You can get Hoff a movable on him, that's ideal. But either way, I love the card. I think the jumper is super smooth. I think he doesn't have much movement-wise, but he's extremely athletic. Like, he gets dunk animations, unlike very few bigs in my team. Reminds me a lot of guys like Akeem Olajuwon and Joel Embiid, and he's like 30 KMT. Just an absolute steal of a pink diamond. Kel'el Ware, one of the best pink diamond cards in all of my team. Number 2, I'm going Carlos Boozer. I think this card is elite. I think he is a little bit overshadowed by Tyler Hansbrough, who's also an opal that came out in this Bracket Busters drop, but whereas Tyler Hansbrough's 100,000 MT, Carlos Boozer's like 50. Big difference there. And Boozer is 6'9" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's an extremely high-level, versatile card with a money jump shot, and I mean absolutely money jump shot. With that suction upper, it's incredibly fast. Movement-wise, he's not bad. He's got a good behind the back. He's very good defensively, especially on the interior. He's got great speed for a 6'9", dude, 98 offensive and defensive rebounding. Provides the versatility to guard big. He's got the jump shot to be elite as a catch-and-shoot guy, and he's even got a little bit off-the-dribble ability as well. Boozer is an absolutely elite card for his price. And number 1, yes, he's the most expensive card on the list. Yes, he's going for about 70,000 MT. I can't not put Dr. J on the number 1 spot on this list. Is he budget? I mean, I don't think 70K is that bad, to be totally honest, personally. And I think he's an extremely good card. Absolutely has to be on this list, in my opinion. 6'7" with 6'11" wingspan. The speed, the slashing, the shooting, the defense, even the high strength, high vert. This card has been out 4 months, and he's still one of the best cards in the game. And the most amazing part about him is, yeah, you can obviously get a lot of Dr. J's with extra Hall of Fame badges and maybe even legend badges. But as a base card, he's got Hoff Posterizer, Deadeye, set shot handles for days, lightning launch, off-ball pest, on-ball menace, and pogo stick. Bunch of key badges across the board as a base card that allow him to, even if you buy him base, be one of the better shooting guards in the entire game. He is that good. I am a massive Dr. J fan to this day, and I still think he is. When he's this cheap, 70K or so, that's the best budget card in my team. So with that being said, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.